welcome to the Fairly Relatable podcast.
It's like therapy with your best friends, minus the copay.
Welcome back. Cheers.
Cheers. New time.
New time. It's evening time. Friday evening.
A little something.
Yeah, it's an appropriate time now to be having wine as opposed to when were we recording before?
But we didn't have wine.
Wednesday. Right. So now we can.
Now we can.
So yeah, we just want to get everyone up to speed on
Life.
What's
new?
Past week.
So the last
what's
thing
new with you?
The last time we recorded was like, oh my gosh, 3 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
So we really have stuff to catch up on.
Yeah.
Which I left it all over there.
So you start. All right, I'll start us off. So I started and finished an old season of Naked and Afraid.
Oh my God.
We're circling back to Naked and Afraid. I talk about Naked and Afraid all the time, everywhere I go. Like,
why?
I'm obsessed with it.
Wait,
have you watched it?
No.
Jessie, it's so good. So good.
I'll take your word for it. But I have a question. Is it current?
No, super old. Well, so the show's current. They're probably recording right now. They're probably filming right now.
It still releases?
Yes. So I started at like whatever the latest season was, watched that, loved it. Then I went backwards. So I'm working backwards.
How many seasons are there?
Like 10.
What season are
7? But it's so good. These people are butt ass naked.
Is that
in the middle of nowhere in like 100-degree heat? Butt ass naked.
Is that okay? I've like a bunch of questions, but just I'm also speechless.
Ready for the question.
But I just don't understand like the draw. So is it kind of like Survivor in the sense that every season is exactly the same?
No. So sometimes they're dropped in the Amazon. Sometimes they're dropped in Montana when it's like 20 degrees. And all of them are given, I think that might be season 7. I don't remember. They're all given like a piece of fur and they have to like cut out a hole and put it. It's just insane. Like, and then some of them are good at fishing. Some of them are good at hunting.
What's their backgrounds though? Are they just
they're like survivors? That's like what they do.
Oh, so they're not like your average Joe Schmo.
No. Like these people know what they're doing.
And there's enough of these people that want to be on television.
I was just thinking that the other night. Like, where do these people come from?
Or are they groomed to be like, this is what you're going to do?
No. Like, this is their life. Their life is because it'll show them at the end of the season when whoever makes it through. They'll show them like in their hometown or at their house. They all live kind of out in the middle of nowhere.
I mean, it could be fake.
No,
don't ruin this for me.
Let me have this.
Wait, hold on though. It's a TV show.
Yep.
No one's gonna die.
Did someone die?
The show would get sued.
No, they signed their lives away. But they're in like, okay, so the last one they were in the Amazon.
The cameraman's right there. They're like shivering and cutting out a coat and bundling up, and the cameraman's like,
yeah.
Right, exactly.
But so they get in the water in the Amazon. There's anaconda, piranha.
The anaconda don't want none unless you got buns.
Yeah. But so far everybody's been fine. Two of the contestants, I guess I'll call them. I want to say it's season 5 because Justin, my husband, and I were like, he was like, I wonder if anyone's ever had sex on this show. And I was like, dude, let's Google it. Season 5.
They're all naked.
Yeah. And they all, because it's always cold.
For body heat.
Yes. They scrunch in to stay warm. And Justin's like, oh my gosh. And like, look, they have this ass. And I'm like, do you find that attractive? Because the people, all different types of people. I'm like, would you? And he's like, I'm just saying.
So you're just watching this show with like this blurred.
It's blurred. Like the balls are blurred. Front's blurred, boobs from the back, ball, like the lower balls, everything's blurred. But I have so many questions. Like
why are they on the show? Like,
entertainment?
Are they really trying to survive, or do they yell cut and go into a little cabin?
No. They have
get some hot chocolate.
No, the medics come visit them. They lose so much weight. Like they shrivel up. You have to watch it.
I just have so many other mindless shows that I am loyal to
Okay.
and almost only so much time. You know, I get in bed and I turn on a show and I go
Yeah.
sleep in 12 minutes.
I know, but you
So
could
it,
have that 12 minutes could be
it
naked
just
and
takes
afraid.
me so long to get through anything.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, you can just keep filling me in. It sounds riveting.
I'll keep you abreast. Sounds riveting. I'll keep you abreast of
Mm-hmm.
all the naked and afraid things.
God, I want to come up with another pun so bad right now.
Do it.
Hold on.
You don't have one?
I don't have it off the
You don't have
tip.
one on deck?
I don't have one on the tip of my tongue.
On the Okay, so what's new with you?
Oh my God, I feel like not much.
Ooh.
I know. I was like, what can I even bring to the table tonight? We traveled.
Your intellectual wit.
We were just out of town for a
Where'd you
week.
guys go? I forget.
We went up to Lake Nacimiento for a few days, and then we went to visit friends in Northern California, and it was just good to see people and one last hurrah
That's fun.
before the school year starts. But it was
Yeah.
fun. But the summer's coming to an end, which I don't know about you. I have mixed emotions about. I love not rushing out the door in the morning. I love not packing lunches every day. I
Yeah.
love not having that strict, crazy schedule. But as someone who isn't able to just stay home with my kids all summer,
Yeah.
I'm really ready for that routine.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm in the same boat because we both work full time.
Yeah.
So I feel like they're gonna go back to school. They're both gonna get out at 2:40. I laid the groundwork for like 7+ years, and now I'm working full time. So it's not like I'm just home during the day reaping the benefits.
Ooh, so you like put in all the like work and now you're working.
Yeah. Like I did obviously the newborn phase with my 7-year-old when she was a newborn, and then the little mommy and me, and then the preschool 2 days a week, and then preschool 3 days a week, and then kindergarten and volunteered in the room, and then first grade, and then with Sunny, same thing, like the preschool, the TK, and now he's going into kinder and he's going to do the enrichment hour.
You were never just like home, right? Because if Presley was at school, Sunny was still home with you.
Exactly.
And now
they're
the year
both.
and you're working.
And I'm fine.
Isn't life so funny like
Grand.
that?
Yeah, but it's okay.
It is okay. But this year is the first year that my kids have different schedules because I have
Ooh,
one in
that's a
middle
thing.
school.
That's a thing.
Yeah, so that's a fun game of
It's your drop off pickup sitch.
honestly, I think we'll figure it out as we go because it's too overwhelming to even think about. Like, I am obviously going to pick my kids up and I'm obviously going to get my kids there. So between the two of us,
good.
we play a game of who's doing it this day.
Oh,
What clients
nice
do you
you have
have
that
today?
flexibility, though.
It is nice we have that flexibility. The game every morning is like, what calls do you have? What clients do you have? What meetings do you have? What does your schedule look like today?
right.
But
So it's just day by day.
we do have like Tuesday, Thursday, I pick the kids up from school. Monday, Wednesday, Ben picks the kids up from school. Friday is me.
Mm-hmm.
So we at least know that,
Yeah.
but then it's like soccer and dance and who's doing what.
Right.
So it's, it keeps life exciting. Right?
One way to
So
put it.
I keeps conversations redundant.
Love that. So accurate.
Love that for you. So I'm excited a little bit. I think just for a little bit of schedule, but I'm also dreading it.
Yeah, I know.
Do you get nervous for your kids when they go back to school since they're nervous?
No, because I mean, my kids are both, it's such a like family vibe. They're so comfortable there. My sister works there.
that's
She's
true.
a teacher. My daughter's gonna have her this year.
What?
Yeah, it's gonna be so cute.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, so like I think some people would be like absolutely, and some people would be like no.
Well, with Presley, it's absolutely.
That's so
She's super
cute.
easy. Yeah.
Wait, what grade?
Second. Yeah.
Oh,
I know. Really excited about it. So no, like I'm not nervous at all. I don't know, it's a bit of a thing that she's going into second, like all parents say, or mainly moms, but like, oh, they're going into second and he's going into, I don't really get like that.
yeah.
I just don't. And then I start wondering, is there something wrong with me? Am I like void of like feelings?
Because you don't get emotional about the grade they're going into?
Like there's parents that will cry the first day of school. They will cry.
Maybe
I'm not
for, like,
gonna cry.
kindergarten.
I might cry tears of joy that they're like
Going
to school.
You think parents, I think there's like tears for like milestone moments, like kindergarten. I might have some more
Maybe.
emotions with Adam starting middle school this year, but like
That I get.
With Sydney going into fourth, I'm just like, okay,
Yeah, best of luck.
yay, bye.
Hey, we met in 4th grade.
Oh my God, we did. You know what? I
Yeah.
told her that.
That's
Like, this is the
sweet.
age. This is
Yeah.
the age. And I was actually telling them the story the other day about how you didn't start out the school year. You had to move in the middle of the school year,
Right.
change schools, and you walked in that pink jean jacket, and I'll never forget it.
Right.
And then, yeah, she did. She
Mickey
had,
Mouse shirt,
I don't remember.
pink jean
I
jacket,
remember the pink jean jacket, glasses.
pink glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you had on like a black Tang Sudo jacket.
Yeah, my karate
And
jacket.
your earrings, what were they? They were like stars.
Really?
Like star outlines.
With my big curly hair, like half up. Was it half
with
up?
like Doc Martens and
Wait.
Levi G. I think you were wearing Levi's.
Oh, because I had
Before they were cool.
because I had to.
Why?
Because I was told to.
By who?
My father.
Oh.
He's in fashion. So it was like
Well,
Levi's
you were
are
fashion forward. I mean.
Levi's are this, Doc Martens are this. He actually just said to me, I want to take Adam shopping.
Oh
And
my
Adam's like
gosh.
very specific right now about what he wants to wear. Like, this is the first time he's ever cared about what he wears. He just brought it to my attention. And I said, well, you can do that, but like he's gonna wear what he wants to wear. My dad's like, but this is what I do. I
You're
said,
like, not for my kid.
but he's 12.
Right.
So we're gonna let him just feel like he fits in and
Yeah.
not stick him in Levi's.
Right. Oh.
Wait, Kara, do you remember
Oh dear.
what was our fourth grade teacher's name?
Burke. When the blood. Yes.
Okay.
She said,
Wait.
we noticed. Do you want to tell? Do you want to tell the story?
Well, because
Or do you
I
want me to
found
tell
out
it?
years later that I believe
Years later?
you told me years later
Oh.
that I totally fell for her lie.
I feel like the whole class did, but then.
Okay, tell the story.
When did we put it together?
You did, like, it sounds like right away.
I don't remember. But okay, so our 4th grade teacher.
I can see her. She wore skirts and the blonde hair and the
long
bun.
blonde,
Yeah.
stringy hair. Yeah. So like one day she had, it was almost like maybe a skirt that was probably halfway, like kind of mid thigh, I feel like, or maybe to her knee.
I feel like
Maybe
maybe always like
knee,
to her knee.
And then we noticed that there was blood dripping down her leg. And one of the kids, I think, pointed it out. I don't remember who. And she was like, oh yeah, like I cut my leg. And then we realized like it was like her period.
Okay, but I think you told
That's
me
so
like
sad.
a year or two ago was her period.
It like occurred to me.
I've always
2
seen
years
this like
ago.
glass shard and she's like getting cut because I remember like a decent amount of blood.
Imagine you're that teacher and you're like, oh shit.
I mean, I don't know if I really give a shit.
I mean, I probably wouldn't.
I don't know if I really care. The sad part to me is that I believed she cut her leg
You believed
until
the
I was
lie.
like 38 years old, and you enlightened me that it was probably just her period. And I was like, well, that
I
makes a
mean,
whole lot of
right?
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It was like a
I
trickle.
remember that. It was a good sized trickle.
Poor Mrs. Burke. Mrs. Burke, if you're listening to this, because we know you are.
You found us. You Googled us. You found
We're
us.
sorry about your period trickle.
Oh man. Speaking of periods,
Oh yeah, we got to talk about
this clean stuff,
Yeah.
right? So there's all this talk about,
buzz.
yeah, it's like the new hot topic about all the toxicity in tampons.
The world in general, but yeah.
Yes, but we're gonna just
We're
focus
gonna-
on feminine
yeah.
hygiene at the moment.
Okay.
So what is it? Lead? I
Hmm.
always tell myself I'm gonna do more research before we talk about it, but then like
I say we just wing it.
We're hey, wait, another pun. Wings.
Oh, like tampon wings? No.
Like pad wings. Like always has wings.
Oh,
Right?
right.
Don't those tampons have wings? And you
Not tampons.
pads. Yeah. The pads, but still a feminine product.
Right.
I'm
So
like,
you're
how
using
many- How
new
many puns can we do?
tampons, right?
So I just
Oh yeah,
once-
we got to circle back. So like the clean topic.
So yeah, they're saying there's like lead and there's all these fragrances and bleach and all these
Bleach.
horrible things.
Mhm.
And then I was learning more about it, and women are saying when they switch to either clean products or not even using tampons, like, oh, Kara, there's a term.
what does
It's called,
that
it's
even
called
entail?
free bleeding.
What? Where does it go? Free bleeding?
Yeah.
Where does the blood go?
Maybe it's in a pad or
That's
a
not free.
diaper.
It's gotta No, free bleeding has to mean something super weird.
I just can't imagine.
Segue, pivot. Did you know during medieval times, not like the show medieval times, but like
You're gonna say
real,
menopause.
like the medieval period, they had like, it was like hard steel underwear with like a steel canal that went up and the blood would,
Go to where?
it would like fall into something. I don't know. How insane is that?
Wait, how do you know?
Because I've Googled it.
One day.
These are the things I think about at night.
One
Like, what
day.
did women do during the medieval period when they were on their period?
I wish this is the stuff I thought about at night.
It's 100% what I think about.
God, I wish that's what I sounds so much like more fun.
Just like
It's
so really weird.
totally, but like way more intriguing than like the boring
So
shit I
free
choose to
bleeding?
be
You
anxious
keep
about.
talking. I'm gonna look up
So
free
it's called free
bleeding.
bleeding. So women do
Okay.
that, or there's like the Diva Cup, or there's, I don't know, look at all the options.
Period,
The
free
part that was intriguing to me is women were saying, when I stopped putting these toxic things in my body, my period didn't last as long. My cramps weren't nearly as painful. It was like,
So interesting.
right. So this past time I used Cora brand, Cora.
Okay.
They're all organic. And it's only been one go around, but I will say it felt less painful. Yeah, because like the past, since having kids, they're gnarly. Like my cramps are gnarly. And it wasn't like completely unbearable. Like usually I'm laying down with like a heat pack on my thighs, on my back, on my stomach, like everywhere. And this time I could like manage life.
I didn't have, after I had kids, I never had cramps.
Oh, really?
Never. They were horrible. Remember in high school, I
Yeah.
would like leave
On the floor.
Yeah,
Just
like
like
crying.
in the ball.
But then after having kids, I didn't ever have cramps. Now I'm in chemical menopause because of the breast cancer meds and I don't get a period, but that's it's just so interesting.
So not only did my cramps get worse, but when I had contractions with my first labor, the contractions just shot down my legs. They just like would shoot
you
straight down
think
my
it was
legs.
sciatica? Like,
I don't know, but now
labor?
whenever I get cramps, they shoot down my legs.
oh
It like
shit.
mimics. Yeah. Anyways, it's super painful.
So let's just read. Okay.
Free bleeding.
We're going to circle back to free bleeding. The practice of menstruating without using menstrual products like tampons, pads, or menstrual cups to absorb, block, or collect blood. People who free bleed may choose to let the blood go wherever it goes, or they may use towels, leggings, period underwear, or period-proof clothing. Some people may even stay home while free bleeding.
I was going to say, are they remote workers?
Oh, free bleeding.
How do you run an errand?
Think you do. Free bleeding can be a way to confront the social stigma and reality of menstruation and to challenge period shame and taboos. It can also be a way to protest the high prices and taxes on period products.
You're protesting
Like, that's not the hill I'm going to die on.
Wait,
it's just not.
Who's getting punished here?
Like, if you're practicing free bleeding, just so you know,
You lose.
you lose. You lost.
Okay, if anybody's listening,
Our 7 followers are listening.
if any of you free bleed, please let us know.
Drop us a comment, explain the why and
Just
the how.
yeah, all the logistics, but like mostly the why.
The why. I really would like to.
Is this like your way of being like, hey, for the next 5 days, leave me alone?
Yeah,
I
or
can't
like
be
I'm
bothered.
sticking it to the man, or like,
Or
what's
like
the
I
rationale?
can't, I'm not the one going to the grocery store. I can't come into work.
There's a secondary gain.
That's like a huge gain. Like, peace out. Like I can't help you.
Come in this
Oh,
week.
I
I'm
wish
free bleeding.
I wish I could. Oh, are you gonna shame me for free bleeding?
Right.
Like, let's
like I'm a protected status now because
Yeah.
I free bleed.
yeah.
Let it.
So like,
Maybe I'll start free bleeding.
how-
No, wait, I can't because I'm in
how
menopause.
can you tell me I must come into work? I'm free bleeding, and that's my right.
Think about it. Bosses can't challenge it.
I mean, what would you do?
It's gonna
Oh,
be-
she free bleeds, and then could you fire
gosh,
someone
she's
for
free
taking?
bleeding.
Could you fire someone for taking a week off every month to
What do
free bleed?
strippers do if they free bleed?
Strippers don't free bleed,
Do they just not work when they're
Or-
on their period?
or that's the fetish.
You bring up an excellent point.
There's something for
Sounds
everybody.
messy.
It's so messy.
So I had Shifting gears, but not entirely. I had scallops for the first time the other night.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say sex.
No. I don't like scallops.
Wait, first of all, where did you eat them?
Nona's in Westlake, which
Okay,
is
that would
the
be
best
that would be the
restaurant
place to
ever.
do
Like if
it.
you're gonna eat scallops,
How
you eat
did you
them
get
there.
how did you get convinced to do it?
Well, I was there with a couple dance mom friends and we all ordered some plates
But,
and
like-
just shared.
Oh,
Like
so
we got the
you-
gnocchi or gnocchi or
Ganache?
ganache, whatever
Wait,
it's
so
called.
that's what I'm wondering. Like
I
you
didn't order it.
Right. Okay.
No, I didn't order it.
Let's be clear.
Yeah, no, I
Okay.
would never choose scallops, but it was part of the whatever.
And you tried it?
Like, cannot do it.
So
Don't
good.
get it.
They're so good.
So this is another thing to our 7 followers. If you're listening,
At what point can we
Do
say we have 9
you-
followers?
well, maybe we probably have like 15. I
Okay.
feel like we're maybe like one extra we're adding. per
We
week.
could we would have so many more if we both had time to like market this, promote
We
this.
don't have time. We work full time.
Y-
That's
The
okay.
universe will take care of it for us.
Scallops, on the other hand.
So
Do you
good.
eat scallops?
Love scallops.
Oh,
Love scallops.
I don't get it.
Do you
I don't
remember
get it.
you used to be in this relationship and we all went to sushi one
Air
night?
quotes for that, or
Yeah. And your partner at the time and I ordered uni.
ew.
Do you remember?
No,
It was when I lived in the
I
valley.
probably blocked it out. Ew. Is that like live? Is it alive, or is it dead?
No, it's not alive. We were
Okay.
all at a sushi restaurant in Studio City. Is it coming back to you?
But no, but did you hear about the guy that, or it was a girl that ate a live urchin and it suctioned into the throat
Oh my
and they
God, stop.
died. They
Why?
died.
Wait,
They legitimately died.
the urchin?
Well,
No,
yeah,
the person,
urchin
I
died,
know.
but the person.
Wait, for reals? This
Yeah,
happened?
this is a true story.
When did it happen?
Long time ago.
Oh, okay. I thought it was relevant.
I mean, semi-relevant.
No, uni, I don't know what it is. It's some sort of seafood. But this person and I, we were like, we'll order it. I will eat pretty much anything. No, there's a few
Oh.
things I won't eat. This was the most disgusting thing I've ever put in my mouth.
I
It's
feel I
like
remember.
the size of an eyeball and
Ew.
feels and tastes like what you would think a huge booger would taste like.
Ew.
It was awful, but scallops are good.
I don't get it. I don't get the texture. I don't like the taste, the texture. It does nothing. It's
But you don't even eat like raw fish.
I mean, I like sushi.
You get it baked.
Kind of.
You get it
I mean,
baked.
I'm definitely not a seafood eater, but
So you took a bite and then did you tell them it was disgusting or you were
no.
you were in
I
your
mean,
nice mode?
I was full at that point, and
So not a fan.
No,
Oh my God, I love
no.
it. They also have really good octopus there.
oh, they do at Nona, Nana,
Mhm.
Nona.
Nona.
Maybe we'll try. that
And
next
they
time.
have a butterscotch pudding that I was like, I'm not really into like butterscotch and pudding. It was the best thing I've ever put in my mouth.
Ooh,
It was delicious.
that's what she
I was hoping you didn't miss that opportunity.
definitely didn't.
Okay. So we talk about my nail appointments a lot.
Your 7-hour nail appointment.
Right. So I just need you to know that I just had another one. And let's be clear, it's been 3 weeks since we've done this.
Okay.
And I went in and the woman that always does my nails double booked herself this time.
Oh boy.
All right.
How long were you there?
So I said, I'll work with Kim, this other one who I know is really good. And she's like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. I was like, no problem. And I want you to know I was in and out in under an hour.
That's what
And
I
I
want to hear.
Yeah, I just felt like you'd be so happy. And I
Yeah.
almost called to tell you, but I thought I'd save it for
Yeah.
when we're podcasting
This is
to
like
share that information.
how a nail appointment should go. So I just want
It
you
was
to
fast.
know.
Well,
that,
I feel like I might convert to Kim. She was
I
really
co-sign
she
that.
was really funny too.
We're gonna go with Kim. Kim.
Yeah.
I like you.
She's my one. She was great and it was fast. Like I scheduled 2 hours of my day to do it and I was done in an hour and I was like, what? Like the world is my oyster. I have this free
I'm
hour.
surprised you didn't carve out like 5 hours for your nail appointment.
Do you know how many text messages I sent her saying, because Sydney had a dance audition that I had to get her to. I was like, I can't be late. I must start on time. Do you need me to come earlier? Like there's a whole running chain.
Okay.
And she's so double booked me. She's great though. I do love
Damn.
her.
Yeah.
So
We all have
okay.
our
What else is
things.
new with you?
So I recently got a hair trim, did a little trimsy.
Really?
Yeah, because it was starting to get a little mullety.
Oh
This is
no,
the
I think
chemo
it's
grow
so
out,
cute.
but now I feel like it looks like an actual style.
It's really cute.
Because it's like the
it's growing
underneath.
so fast.
And we're gonna get to that in probably not the next episode, but the one after life hacks. We're gonna talk about life hacks, and I have something for hair, but the underneath was the longest, obviously. And so it just started to look kind of mullety. And my friend Carrie, she trimmed just the longest part, and it just made all the like now it looks like
Is
an
that what she
intentional.
does?
She's a hairstylist, yeah. And yeah,
It looks really good.
And I'm trying to cut the curls out too. The chemo curls.
Wait, is that a thing?
Oh yeah. Because when you go through, so hair follicles normally are round, but when you go through chemo, it like makes it like a flat oval almost. That's what happens to the hair follicles. So then the hair, when it goes to push through, it has to like really, and that's why it curls. It like, you know what I mean?
So do I have oval follicles?
I see. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
Fascinating.
I know. But so
it
I'm
looks
trying
so
to get
good,
the,
and it is so long.
It's getting long, except the top part's like
Short.
Yeah. Like right
Trying
under
to
my
envision
eyes,
it. I'm also wondering if you're gonna keep. I know you're gonna keep
I'm gonna
growing
keep
it,
growing
but
it.
it looks really cute.
But
Like
I'm
this.
into when it's all one length, because that's what I'm trying to do is like bridge the gap. I'll probably wear it like to here, just down, like slicked back.
Was it coming in thicker?
I don't know. I can't tell. Can't tell. I don't.
It wasn't.
I don't think
it
it's
wasn't
thicker.
thin, but
I can't tell.
was
But
your hair
that's
always this
exciting.
dark?
Yeah.
Just
I mean, a
highlighted?
lot of it's dyed, but it's growing in my natural color.
Yeah.
So there's some grays in there.
Oh my god, I dye my hair every 4 weeks. At week 2, 2 weeks in, I'm white.
Like your whole head,
Well, my roots.
but like the whole head roots are just part of it.
This is sprayed because I'm on like week 2.5 right now.
Sprayed? Yeah, I was gonna say there's root touch up. You can just do a little
that's
root
what's
touch-up.
happening right now. I'm sure you can still see some white, but if I didn't spray it, like I was gone last week,
Yeah, I would
and
never
even Sydney
notice
was
it.
like, "Mommy, your hair's white within 2
So like
weeks."
you think your hair would grow in white all over if you didn't dye
maybe
it?
a little bit of dark here and there, but yeah, I think I could get pretty white.
Yeah.
It's
kind of hot.
I'm not ready to do it. But like I wish I could still. Oh my god, that's like the 5th time I've heard that term today.
Silver fox.
Silver fox. Because my dad's hair is white, and we just went to
And his last name's
Fox. We just went to watch him ref a basketball game. I was talking to this other man, and I was like, "Yeah, no, we're not here to watch a kid. We're here to watch that guy, my dad." And he goes, "He's a silver fox," because my dad has so much white hair. And I was like, "Funny you should say that. His last name is Fox, and he has a really big ego." And my sister's like, "Don't tell him."
He has a really big
said
ego.
that.
I don't know what that means.
I don't. So wait, do you want to hear who I saw at the basketball game?
Sure.
So I'm talking to this man, and he says, "That kid out there, that's Nick Cannon's kid." And I was like, "Which one?" You know, he has 12.
What?
He has 12. Okay, so this is what I want to
We need like a record scratch right now, like Nick Cannon has 12 kids?
Wait, and 12 and from 6 women.
Yeah.
So like
2
maybe
from each?
I don't know if
Average?
it's that perfect. I don't know. But when you have 12 kids, 6 different women, like how do you just like I just imagine every morning he wakes up. He goes to the kitchen.
He gets on a Zoom call with all of his kids.
They all zoom in, "Morning, Daddy."
Does he live with them all?
I don't know. It was 90 degrees out, and he was head to toe, black sweats, black sweatshirt, black hood over his head. And I was like, "Dude, like you're Nick Cannon, but like nobody really cares.
No one gives a shit
Like
that you're Nick Cannon.
You're literally baking.
Like
you're
literally what's his claim to
making babies.
No, but like what is his legitimate claim to
look
fame?
it up.
Like
he did like
he did a
song or a sketch show.
Didn't he date Mariah Carey?
The first 2 kids are with Mariah Carey. That much I know.
Oh.
But when you
It
have,
comes right up in Google search, Nick Cannon kids.
yeah, oh, it's like a thing. He says he
Oh.
practices consensual monogamy. Wrap your head around that. Consensual monogamy.
Not non-monogamy?
Non.
Oh, okay, I'm wrapping my head around that. Okay. Okay, so he's an American comedian. and
He was on
television
a
host.
Nickelodeon show, I think.
You know what? He is spreading his seed. He is
Literally.
passing on his genetic DNA. Nick Cannon, more power to you.
So I envision he walks downstairs every morning. There's a glass mason jar with popsicle sticks. And his kids' names are all on a popsicle stick. And he closes his eyes. He swirls them around.
And then what?
He draws he draws out a popsicle stick. And he's like, okay, I get to be with you today. So and so.
Okay, Timothy. You're up.
I don't even want to bring the kids into it if I said some of their names.
I don't
I'm
know
not
their
gonna-
names. I don't know.
Well, you can look them
We're
up
gonna
and
protect the children.
protect the children's names. But
Nick Cannon, you're
he
on
just pulled out,
blast
he
right
pulled
now.
out with every 7 people listening to us. He pulls out his popsicle stick. He's like, that's where I'm gonna. Well, Timothy has a basketball game today, so I guess I'm going to sports academy.
Right.
Or he pulls out this one. He goes, oh, I guess I'm going to a dance performance. Or yeah,
What are the ages of
12,
alleged?
12 and down. I mean, you can look it
I
up.
don't even care.
I looked it up earlier because I was telling Ben about it. I was like, we saw Nick Cannon.
What was Nick Cannon?
Because the man next to me was like, Nick Cannon's
Oh,
here.
he pointed it out.
Yeah.
because you would not have known. You don't like.
I recognized other people there, but they weren't like covered head to toe.
Who do you recognize?
There was someone from Real Housewives
Oh,
that was there.
oh,
I didn't want to be that person, but they're pretty on the show, but she was beautiful in person.
a lot of those people are like drop dead gorgeous in person.
Why does the camera, well, imagine Naked and Afraid. Like maybe some of those ball sacks are really nice in real life.
Okay. So Justin and I just had this conversation. Okay, so so we're gonna go back to Naked and Afraid. So it's just a bunch of naked people. So in season, I want to say it's season 7. I could be off by a
An
season.
orgy is also just a bunch of naked people.
I mean, it's on the table. It
Like
wouldn't be
the-
on a table because there's no tables there. It'd be like in dirt. But yeah, it's not, yeah, it wouldn't be the weirdest thing. But there's all these dudes and one woman, Amber. Amber, when you listen to this, amazing. She is just like in it with the dudes. And so we were talking about like who Justin was saying, I don't know, somehow we got on the topic of like, who would think it's hot to be in the middle of nowhere with a bunch of dudes with like their dongs hanging out?
Wait, you think she thinks it's hot?
No, we weren't like projecting onto her, but we were just wondering like, is there a type of woman that would think it's like, because it's, in my opinion, it's kind of gross.
So
So
you know
your name came up. We went through like the
Oh,
list of
you
friends.
what?
No, what?
What?
No. I said that we agreed that you wouldn't think it was hot. Like just a bunch of like wieners flopping around. That's not
No,
hot.
that's
It's
not hot.
I'm
However,
sorry.
for Amber, there are no other options.
I don't even think her mind is there. But do you think there
God,
are
that is
women?
the last thing I would want if
it
I'm
was a
dirty
bunch
and
of
cold.
women, right?
Ugh.
If it's a bunch of naked women, I feel like a guy he's not going to be bummed on it. He'd be like semi-stoked on it, right? But when it's reversed, it's just different.
Well, that's because we think with this head.
Right.
But that's like biological.
But isn't that interesting? Like, but then, so I guess the more interesting part is, or the more interesting thought or question would be, is there a woman who would be in that scenario with a bunch of naked guys in the wilderness and think it's like hot, that there's just like a bunch of,
Well, I think if you've been naked and afraid for a whole lot of days, like nothing's hot.
good point.
But if you're like
Fresh
Put-
in?
you're like put on an island and it's beautiful
So you
and
show
you're
up on Jesse. Let me paint
no,
the
I don't
picture.
need to see a bunch of naked guys at all. That's
That's what I'm
disgusting.
saying.
No.
Who wants to see a bunch of
You
naked?
want me to name people right now? I'm not gonna name people.
What's like, who's the type? What's the type?
I
Is
think
there-
read my mind. I can think of a few people that might be into it.
What?
Really?
Just naked dudes? Like,
But like That's so like vague.
You mean like what's vague about it?
Well, like, what do they look like?
All different. Just
No,
like across like
no,
the whole gamut.
no, no one's into that.
No shit.
Maybe a dude that's into dudes, but no,
There's a few on there. Yeah,
there's
a
not a
few.
female that's like sign me up.
But even it doesn't even matter like what the sexual orientation is. They legitimately do not seem it's not a thing.
No, I'm
It's
just
not
saying I
sexual. But
don't
yeah,
think
yeah,
a
no, yeah.
woman's biological
That's my point.
is into that, but like a man might be. But I think
Maybe.
if you're on Naked and Afraid,
You don't care about being naked.
not
It's
from
not
what,
sexual.
well, I don't want to do anything when I'm hungry, cold, or hot and dirty and thirsty. Like,
Ants
get the
crawling.
fuck off of me.
Yeah, like there's literally ants like crawling into orifices and
Why
like
do they have to be naked, by the way? How have I not asked this till now?
I think it's because, well, first of all, it's probably shock value and they probably get attention, but like the show gets attention because they're naked. But they want them to start off all the same. I guess we could argue that they could all wear the same like outfit,
Yeah.
but there's something about it naked. It's like you are it's like caveman. Like you don't have anything to protect
Do
you.
they have tools?
It depends on the it depends on there's Naked and Afraid and then there's Naked and Afraid XL.
Only for large people?
No, for like the winners of Naked and Afraid. They like go on to compete. But it depends. Like
XL.
it's like I don't know what XL's. It's not extra large, it's something else. But they'll pick like a tool. One of the guys picks like a blow dart thing. Like, why would that be what you picked?
Because maybe the producer told you to.
I know you need to like immerse yourself in the show and then you're going to understand. It's not scripted like that. They may set things up like one person will go off like and kind of explore and then stumble upon another camp and
Another camp?
because there's groups. There's groups of these people kind of put out in the middle of nowhere and sometimes they cross paths and they'll like link up and then they all do it together.
Are they not allowed to kill each other for meat?
You can't. No, Jesse. This is United States.
Kara,
You don't
you're
kill
putting
people
them
on
in the
Naked and
middle.
Afraid.
What?
You can't kill someone on Naked and Afraid. Like a
Well,
human?
Well, how real are we getting
They
it?
do kill animals though, and it's kind of messed up. I don't like it.
Do you eat meat?
Yeah, but I wouldn't like shoot a freaking kabara, whatever the bear is.
Kookaburra says
Kookaburra thing. Like I wouldn't kill one of those and eat it. Ant eaters. They like use the bow and arrow and get ant eaters and they fall out of the tree and sad.
Ugh, I don't want to watch this show at
feel bad.
all.
I turn my head. I can't watch. Even like the frogs, like they'll find a big toad. I don't know. I just feel bad for the animals because I'm sorry, they don't need to be out there. They don't need to be. Like they could just leave the animals out of it.
Wait,
They
what are they going to
kill
eat?
caiman, alligator, or crocodile. Sorry, caiman.
What are they going to eat?
That's what I'm saying. Like they have to, if they're gonna do the show, they have to eat. They have to get protein. They fish and everything, but they try to get caiman because that's like a huge protein source. They all know how to like cut it up and all the things.
Ew.
They did leave a sloth alone, and I was stoked on that because the sloth was so cute up in the tree.
I'm just saying, like, if this was real life, they would kill each other.
Are you saying you would kill someone?
I wouldn't be naked and afraid. I would never put myself in that position.
Point taken.
But isn't that what people, what's the movie with the airplane that crashes?
Alive.
Okay. Don't they eat each other?
I used to tell Candace, our friend Candace, if you ever were in that situation, you'd be one of the first to go.
Because of her butt. That's a compliment.
Huge compliment.
Huge.
All right. What else? What's up with you?
Yeah, I don't know.
We're out of time.
Okay, I think, did you cover it all? What else is new?
Oh, well, this is a big one. I think I've discovered that I'm, dare I say it,
What?
becoming an introvert.
Okay, this is like a whole situation.
This is a whole other podcast.
This is aging, in my opinion.
It's aging and working full time.
It's aging and working full time. You're literally, this happened to me a few years ago. I think that's why sometimes I feel kind of like I can't connect with people the way I used to because I'm bent.
Yeah.
If you don't know my backstory and if I have to make the small talk,
I know.
I suck at it.
That's literally what some of the dance moms and I were talking about last night. Like we don't have the bandwidth or the time or the energy to do superficial. Like if you either go deep, meet me where I'm at, we meet each other where we're at, and we go deep and we talk about all the things, or like it's gonna happen. I don't
Oh
know.
my God. I feel so seen.
I'm so glad.
Welcome to working all the time and meeting me where I'm at and understanding that it trains you. Growing up, my dad, he owned a business
Mm-hmm.
and he had customers that would come in all day and he'd have to wait on them and dress them and he'd come home and he'd be like, we're not going to this restaurant or this, like he didn't want to run in anybody. He didn't want to talk to anybody.
Right.
He didn't want to have to make small talk. And I always thought he was so grumpy. And I'm like, no, I get it. Like
get it
you do this
now.
all day long. You come home to kids. You
Right.
just want to be like 100% authentically you and like go deep, meet me where I'm at, or just like,
Or don't.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's a great place to end.
Yep. But thanks for listening.
All 7 of you. Bye.
All right, guys, here's the deal. If you like what you hear,
And we know you do,
be sure to like, subscribe,
and write us a review.
that rhymes.